Hello, everyone. We are so happy to see you in our Golden Acorn podcast. On our first episode of the podcast, we have a really wonderful guest, which is Mr. Lim from Korea. And he's the Korean Consul General in Erbil. We welcome you a lot, Mr. Lim.
Yorubash, I'm very honored to be here with Miss Allah and Akron Steps.
Thank you a lot. So I want to first start with this question. Is this your first trip here in Sulaymaniyah?
No, I already spent 1.5 years in Kurdistan, so I visit here more than 4 times. Yeah, this is a lovely trip.
That's really amazing. So since it's not your first time here in Sulaymaniyah, what are the most beautiful things about Sulaymaniyah in your opinion? What do you like the most about Sulaymaniyah?
Today I saw the snow. In the Middle East country, how can I see the snow on the road? Yeah, I can go to Choman area and the Hajomaran. But when I come here, Sulaymaniyah, the atmosphere is totally changed.
Exactly.
This is first time on the road I saw the snow.
Yeah, the snow is actually really pretty here. When you're literally in the middle of the city, you can see that Sulaymaniyah is surrounded by mountains and they're all covered in white, which is very beautiful. Since we're talking about your visit to Sulaymaniyah and also the fact that you've been living here in Kurdistan for a while, there's this question that I really like to ask. What is your favorite Kurdish dish? Kurdish dish, your favorite Kurdish food. I really want to know about that.
My favorite food is slug, dolma.
Dolma, yeah.
When I take dolma, I like dolma, but I found slug.
Yeah, the slurp.
The taste of slug was like some Korean kimchi. I feel very happy and I feel like a hometown.
Yeah, actually, I've noticed that there are some similarities between Asian dishes, Korean dishes, and the Kurdish dishes. There's some similarities, and there's also another thing: the fact that we all love rice. We love rice. Yeah, rice is amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
You're using rice for kofta.
Yeah, for kofta, for literally anything. As a Kurdish, we have to eat rice every day, and I think it's the same.
In Korea, we have nurungji. Nurungji is made with the rice.
Yeah.
Yeah. The taste of the kofta was similar to this nurungji.
Really? I have to try that.
And yeah, this morning I took nurungji in the hotel.
It's amazing. So, what is Kurdistan to you? How do you feel about Kurdistan generally?
Yeah. Kurdistan, in one word, spiritual. Spiritual, yeah. Kurdistan is the place of the origin of the culture, so I can explain like that.
I totally know what you mean. You have to you have to have a really pure soul to feel all that energy, honestly. And the fact that you feel it, it just warms my heart, honestly. I'm so glad. Also, is there any Kurdish words that you know? And if you know any Kurdish words, what are your favorites?
Yeah. Yorubash. Hamul layak bakhirga.
I love that. I love that you know the main words that you gotta know.
Damekandan bini. Serisaltan pirosbet. Rojeki hosh.
No, honestly, your Kurdish is better than my Korean.
Hoshibu. Always I should say hoshibu or batambu. And I took some delicious food finally. Yeah, still Kurdish language is very attractive. And Georgian. I like this.
So I'm really glad that you feel like that. So speaking of all this and the fact that there's so many beautiful things about Kurdistan that you mentioned and you like it, and you also mentioned the fact that you feel a very spiritual connection towards Kurdistan. There's this question that I have for you. So if you ever finished your duty as a consul general, will you plan to visit Kurdistan again?
Definitely.
Really?
As you also, I like Kurdistan. The Kurdistan has something. Yeah, I cannot explain exactly. But for 1.5 years, I found many good things in your society. It's like this devotion, diversity, duality, dignity, hospitality, record, media, resilience, and smartness. Yeah, this kind of things is very good things, and everybody show these kinds of good characteristics. So many people maybe want to come back here if they know Kurdistan.
I'm so glad. So, like, because I asked this question, I actually got two more questions coming up in my mind. Since you talked about all these beautiful things and how you feel towards Kurdistan, does Kurdistan feel like home to you?
Yes, definitely.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Like, do you see similarities between the Kurdish and the Korean culture? Do you see any similarities?
Yeah, devotion.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel the tradition, some culture of your parents. Parents devote themselves for children. They are doing everything for their children, and sometimes they are fighting each other. But really, from the deep mind, they want to support. And the Korean tradition is same. Korea is focusing on the education very much. So parents spend all the money for education. So I found this similarity, devotion of the parents. That's a similar.
Family, like,
Yeah.
that's amazing. So, we just talked about the fact that, like, there are some similarities between, like, both cultures, like the Kurdish and the Korean culture. Do you have any plans to connect both Korean and Kurdish culture?
Yeah, definitely.
Really? I like to know about it, honestly.
First of all, I would like to explain about some drama. Recently, Korean Consulate cooperate with the Kurdisat, the TV channel.
Yeah?
There's a Kurdbin website.
Yes.
Now we start some drama several months ago. The name is Cherokee Sarakota. Yeah.
Oh,
Cherokee Sarakota. This drama is about economic development of Korea. Some Gangnam area, you know, Gangnam style, the sun.
yeah.
The Gangnam is the representative place of economic development. So this drama is using that history and make some success story, Cherokee Sarakota story. And the actor is like a Kurdish people. Even though they experience difficulty things, but they at last to succeed. That's the story of this drama. So I would like to do my best to understand each other. Kurdistan people understand Korea understand Kurdistan people. Then we can find good things which is affecting each other in good way, positive way.
Right.
So recently we start some youth association. It's called KKYA or KKYO. Recently we registered to the Department of NGO, so we use KKYO. So this youth association, youth organization will do their work in the Kurdistan region. And someday we can collect some Korean people who will contact this association.
That's amazing, honestly. So, that was too much information all at once. I loved it. I actually loved it. It got me so excited.
Miss Allah, you are very active, so maybe you can do something.
I'd love to, honestly. I'm here for like anything, honestly, because I love Korea. So, what is your idea about helping Suli in any aspects? Like,
Nowadays we are doing some project with your KRG government. I call that the project 2K's Eco Project. 2 means 2 in Kurdish language. And also in Korean language, 2 means 3. And K's means Korea and Kurdistan. Start with K, alphabet K.
it's amazing. That's really smart. That's a really smart way to like find a title for it.
2K's Eco. Eco means economy. So this project is related to the economic development.
So it's KK Eco, right?
KK Eco. So we read 2K.
That's actually really smart title. I love it. I love that.
Neither echo can pronounce like echo. Echo means resembling, sound resembling. So this project is aiming to resemble each other's good point. So this project's purpose is like this. Let's make Kurdistan development plan for the Kurdistan people, of the Kurdistan people, by the Kurdistan people. Like a democracy.
I love that. I love that. I just got so many informations all at once and I just love it. I'm so glad to hear all these, honestly, from the depth of my heart.
Usually, especially I would like to mention the KISSR, KSSR. This is the Scientific and Technological Institute, which is in Sulaymaniyah.
Right.
Yeah. This is the organization under the higher education. So you should focus on this institute. This institute is important for your economic development.
Amazing. No, seriously, we're gonna do our research and absorb it more. I just love all the information you just gave me. So I have another question, which is, do you have any plans to have culture, tourism, vacations from Korea to Kurdistan? I don't know, maybe introducing Kurdistan to more Korean people and suggest them to visit Kurdistan?
You should keep in mind the characteristics of Suli and Halabja. Halabja and Suli is neighboring governorate.
Right.
Sometimes they are one, sometimes they are divided. But you should keep in mind the Sulaymaniyah area, the people is smart and they're knowledgeable and intelligent. So the tourism should be related to this kinds of intelligence or some kinds of history.
Right.
Yeah. Then you can make target Korean people, some knowledge people, or some people who has same experience. Then it's very special topic, special theme for the tourists. Not only just sightseeing mountains or some kinds of the farm, yeah. But you can evolve, you can develop another area. Yeah.
True. That's actually now when I'm thinking about it, that makes so much sense to me. Because the thing is, not everyone knows about Kurdistan or Sulaymaniyah, and when someone as a tourist wants to visit Kurdistan or Sulaymaniyah, it might just be for nature and the mountains, which is great. It's a very amazing reason to come to Kurdistan, just to see the nature and all that. But people gotta know about the fact that there's more to Kurdistan, especially in the cities, the education, the things that we do. And recently, you might have heard, there are some great inventions here in Kurdistan that not a lot of people from
Artificial boat.
there's actually a lot, even about the artificial ones. Recently I heard that there's a girl who invented something. It's medical. I'm not so sure about it right now, but she invented a medical thing to test for illnesses. It's instead of blood tests, she does it with sweat. And she's only 14, so we need more people to know about these things.
You said, as you said, 14-year-old.
Yeah, he's only 14.
I remember another 14-year-old boy who is in the genius school, the talented school. I forgot the name, but he explained to me about the quantum physics and quantum computer. It's very cutting-edge technology. But he confidently explained to me about that things, and he introduced his dream.
Sadly, we're getting on the end of our podcast, but I'd really like to know, what are your last words? What are your thoughts? Any suggestions for maybe Golden Acorn? Generally your thoughts and your last words about Kurdistan and Suli especially.
When I meet Golden Acorn first in my office, I was very surprised because this CEO visit with your colleague in my office, and he introduced Golden Acorn, and the purpose of Golden Acorn is introducing what they spread the culture on Sulaymaniyah to the world. Wow, it's kind of some visionary. Yeah, not many people can think about that things. But golden aircon, golden aircon, is very special, and I feel visionary atmosphere. Only visionary can see unseen. So many people just live based on the physical things which we can see, but the CEO of Golden Icon is living on the unseen. Those kind of things only dreamer can dream. These kind of things. So I really encourage this kind of movement, and please spread all the culture of Suli to the world.
Thank you, Allah. We will for sure do our best for that. Thank you, Allah, for being here. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate the fact that you literally blows my mind with so many new informations that I needed.
Yeah, Miss Salah, you are very confident through the Facebook. I feel like very professional. So at that time, I guess, wow, CEO of Akon has a lot of money. How this Akon can recruit this kind of professional lady?
That was my first one. I really appreciate it.
We are very promising.
Thank you a lot. I'll do my best. We really, really appreciate you being here. Thank you a lot for everything.
My
Welcome
pleasure.
back once again. Thank you.
George Boss.
Thank you. So here we end our podcast for today, the Golden Acorn Podcast. Stay tuned for more episodes.